Hi, my name is Ann McFetridge, and I'm here at Issue 33, and I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to interview one of our student ambassadors, Chasten Smith. Welcome. I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I know, early morning, sorry about that, especially when you just got in last night, but I'm really excited for you to attend Issue this year. We have a great program. So, what are you most excited about?
I'm most excited about to meet the professionals in the field. So I think this would be my first big but also kind of intimate conference. So I'm excited to just, I guess, network.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one thing I love about this conference is that everybody is very open to being approached by students, by just about anybody. All you need to do is introduce yourself, and they're happy to talk with you. There's no standoffishness. It's
Yeah.
really wonderful that way. So, tell me about your poster.
So my poster would be about the development of a screening assay that is integrated at the qPCR step in order to determine the contributor status of a sample. So whether it's single source or a mixture, and if so, how many contributors are in that mixture.
Wow, that's awesome. That is really great. That continues to be a challenge for a lot of labs. So,
Yeah.
excellent choice for your poster. So, was there anything in your research as you were pulling the poster together that surprised you, that you were like, oh, I didn't expect this result?
I would say, and this may sound bad, but how well it worked. Because when you're going through the development, sometimes things don't come together, but
Yes.
when you see the end result, it's like, okay, this was
Yes.
all worth it.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I will be sure and stop by and see it. So what made you decide to go into forensics? Of all the fields that you could have chosen, why forensics?
Scooby-Doo.
Seriously?
Yes, so serious. Scooby-Doo, CSI Miami, but I feel like that's very common for my generation, TV shows. But then once I got research experience within the field, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Excellent. Yeah. I've worked in other life science areas, and I have to say this is the most fun and the most challenging, but also the most gratifying and satisfying, right? Even though I'm not working in the lab, knowing that there are laboratories who are working with the products that my company has developed is really, really satisfying. When you hear these interesting cases or you hear about stories where they've been able to solve a crime and they were using your STR kit that helped them get the profile and it brought justice and closure to the victims' families. It's every issue I come back more motivated and more excited about working in this field. So I know you're gonna, like, at the end of the week be super tired, but then you're gonna be so excited and go back and go, wow, I can conquer the world.
Yeah.
Good on you. So I have a couple of questions that we're gonna keep on going through. What's one work-related thing that you want to accomplish in the next year?
So I'm not sure if it's work related, but VCU has TEDx VCU Talks. So I would like to give one. About what?
Awesome.
I'm not sure, but
Excellent.
But I guess more research or forensics related. I'd like to complete my experiment so that I can start my dissertation phase.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you were telling me you're gonna graduate in 2024. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the predicted end date.
So after graduation, what's next for you? What would you love to be doing?
So I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay.
But I may want to work for a federal lab. I'm also thinking about teaching. I may want to still do research. So in the end, I do plan on doing all of it. I just don't know what I want to do first.
Yes. Oh, I love that attitude. I have a child in college, and he's back and forth about where he wants to go and does he want to get his MBA. And I'm like, you got your whole life ahead of you. You don't need to figure this all out today. Why don't we just get through the semester and then think about it? But I also really love this desire to do more, not just to graduate and get a job and leave it at that. So it sounds to me that you have a lot of goals and a lot of dreams that you want to accomplish, which is great. Who has supported you along the way to help those dreams come true?
My family. Family and friends. They could not tell you what my research is about or where I am in my program, but they are very supportive.
Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent. I love that. Yeah, I mean, you need that network. I think this field has a lot of darkness to it, right? So there's a lot of horrible crimes that are committed. So being able to have that support network and knowing that somebody always has your back is really an amazing gift. So good for you. Let's see. Is there any experience that you think everybody should be required to have?
I think one experience that everyone should be required to have is just working with others who are not like you.
Oh, I love that.
In any sense. Well, in every sense, I guess.
Yes, yeah. I love that. So have you yourself had an opportunity to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
definitely.
Can you tell me about that?
So throughout undergrad, I did a postbac at Virginia Tech and then grad, just constantly in more diverse areas, taking on different roles within the lab. Sometimes I'm the mentor, I'm the mentee. Sometimes I'm the lab manager, sometimes I'm the student. Mm-hmm. So just playing different roles with different people, I think will make well-rounded people.
Excellent. Yeah, you're absolutely right. What about forensic sciences? Like if you were telling an undergrad, right, who wants to is considering going into forensics, what would you tell them? What advice would you have for them?
I would tell them you could major in anything that could be related to forensics. So don't think that there's just one path that you have to take to be in forensics. Yeah.
So you have an undergrad in biology, and then your graduate degree will be in?
So my program is integrative life sciences, but forensic DNA analysis is my research.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. And 10 years from now, what do you think you might be doing?
Okay, what am I, 26 or 36? Ooh. Hopefully doing research on a very, on my own schedule, I would say. I don't want to be confined to a 9 to 5 in the lab, I just kind of want to, not go in when I want because we do have to have some structure, but just a little bit more relaxed lab vibe and still doing research.
Yeah. Excellent. Is there any place in the world you've wanted to travel or you have traveled to and you want to go back? Have you had an opportunity to take a trip or dream about a trip that you're like, I'm going to make sure that happens?
Not yet, but coming up, I'm going to Mardi Gras with my friends.
Oh my goodness.
Next year, so I'm very excited about that.
Oh my goodness. Look out, Nolan. Yeah. I've always wanted to go and never have, and I've always regretted not going. And now I'm at the age where I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna
Never
go.
too late.
Yes. Oh, I don't know. My husband's an introvert, so the thought probably just freaks him out of a mass sea of people, most of them inebriated. So yes. So well, you all have a good time for both of us, I'm sure. So here's my next question. What behavior or even a personality trait do you most attribute to your success?
I would say my ability to figure it out.
Okay.
Or I guess, so I don't know if there's a word to sum this up, but you know how people say where there's a will, there's a way?
Yes.
So that's just kind of how I am.
Yes. Perseverance, problem solving.
Right.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, those are really great traits. I mean, last night at our student reception, we were talking about the things that forensic laboratories are looking for in applicants, and that actually came up, this ability to be able to be flexible and jump right in and try and take on a challenge, to be willing to try new things and to challenge yourself. So I think those traits are going to serve you well. They clearly have served you well so far. So if there were 3 words that your friends or your family would use to describe you, what would they be?
Creative, determined, ooh, this last word.
So many good ones to choose from.
Yeah. Ingenuity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So out of those 3, which do you think benefits you most in the work that you're doing now?
Creativity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you give me an example of how you've applied a creative approach to the research that you've been doing?
So just going along with problem solving, trying to figure out why isn't this working? Well, maybe let's do this in order to test it. It may seem wonky, some may say, but it gets results. So,
excellent. So, forensics seems to have quite a few women in the field. And why do you think that is? Why do you think women, you know, you always hear about getting more women and people of color and the underserved and so forth into forensics, right? And into life sciences in general. Why do you think forensics is so attractive, in particular to women? Is there something different about it that enables you guys to be more successful, right? What's your impression of that? Because I hear all kinds of things.
So I did not know that forensics was more attractive to women, but I guess I wonder if women watch more crime scene shows, and then that's what influences us to go into the field. Because I know my mother did. That's how I got onto it.
Gotcha.
My dad did not. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So your mom is a CSI and Scooby-Doo fan then?
CSI. Yeah, right.
That's Scooby-Doo? Come on. Who doesn't love Scooby-Doo? That's awesome. Yeah, I have always been amazed at the number of women tech leads and so forth. And it's really empowering as a woman, and I have nieces and so forth, to think about the leadership path that forensics offers. And some of the other life sciences, it still seems to be an old boy network, right? And that sort of thing. So is there a particular person, female or male, that kind of mentored you along the way in your schooling or in your journey that really helped you kind of move through some of the more challenging parts of your schoolwork and your research?
So I would say there's two. My undergrad professor, Dr. Shannon Jones. So she's not in forensics, she's in immunology, but she helped me get to where I am now. Not to say that I wouldn't be here, but it probably would take me a little bit longer to get to this place to figure everything out. Okay. So shout out to her. And then my current PI, Dr. Tracy Dawson Green, just helping me within the world of forensics, showing me that you can achieve what you want, because she is a professor now. She did work in a crime lab. And so, as I said, that's kind of where I wanted to do, just exploring different careers. So seeing her being able to do it and also knowing her so she can help me navigate that path has really helped me.
Excellent, excellent. So you're one of this year's student ambassadors, and we're thrilled to have you. We've got a powerhouse group this year. What was it about the student ambassador role that most attracted to you to applying?
The social media aspect. So I've been wanting to move my social medias from personal to more professional, just because that's the way to reach more people my age. And that's what I really want to do, be a resource for people. So being able to combine science with social media and that space to be creative with how you do it, that's what really attracted me to this position.
Do you know Kelly Knight?
Yes.
You follow her?
Yes.
She is like the bomb, isn't she?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. She was at the reception last night, and she asked some really great questions. So she's here all week, so we got to make sure that you guys get a chance to meet and you can talk with her, because she does that role incredibly well. She has merged her accounts in a way that it's entertaining for the layperson, but also I think it's even more entertaining and fun as somebody who's in the field, right? Yeah. So you're like, oh, I totally get that. That's great.
And even learn things.
Yeah,
from
absolutely,
her page.
absolutely. Yeah, she did a funny TikTok, that thing on the whole workflow, and I was like, we need to be doing something like that. Promega needs to be doing fun stuff like that. So, last question for you: what is your dream job?
My dream job: to run my own lab or have my own lab. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I would say work from home. So I do want a lab in my own house, which I know is a little bit crazy. Yeah, but yeah, work for myself in my own lab.
Well, I can totally see you doing it. You've got a whole lot of enthusiasm. I can see the drive in you. I enjoyed your video, your submission for the student ambassador. You clearly are charming, and if anybody can follow in Kelly Knight's footsteps and make forensics fun and engaging in social media and reach a whole bunch of kids who we need to get into the sciences. It's you for
Thank
sure.
you.
So I've really enjoyed talking with you. I can't wait to see your poster this week, and I'll encourage everybody to check it out. So thanks for talking to me today.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.